We talk about technologies, we talk about workflows and different add-ons, tech add-ons that can help you make your life easier, make your business more efficient, and help you close more business. And this week, we're going to be talking about Calendly, which is this awesome platform. It's not necessarily an add-on tool to Follow Boss. It's not an integration to Follow Boss. It's a separate tool that you can use within Follow Boss. I know that kind of sounds a little bit confusing, but as I show you guys today, it'll make a whole lot of sense. What Calendly basically is it's your calendar where you can essentially send it out as a link and have your clients basically book an appointment with you. It will, map onto your calendar. It'll send them invites. It'll send them text reminders, all that sort of stuff. And it just makes it super easy. Instead of going back and forth, like I guess 5 different emails back and forth, or 5 different texts, or 10 different texts back and forth about what time works best for you, or what time can you do? Oh, that time doesn't work for me. Oh, back and forth. They can go on, see your calendar, pick the time that's best for them, and save a lot of time in the process. And I'll show you guys how to work with that. Just for those of you who are new to the company, or new to our Friday sessions and virtual meeting, my name is Hunter Kaywood. I'm the head of inside sales here at Century 21 Masters. My job is to help you guys earn more money. Any way I can do that, let me know. You can find my contact information right there. And later today, I will drop the link to my Calendly, to my calendar, where you guys can book a session, a follow-up call with me if need be. But today's agenda, in terms of what we're going to be talking about, easy flow, 1, 2, 3 punch. Going to show you guys Calendly, how to set it up, what it looks like, different functions and integrations that you have within Calendly. And then we'll move into use cases and ways you can use Calendly from within Follow Up Boss. And then, as we do with every Friday, we'll dedicate 15 to 20 minutes maximum, 20 minutes maximum, to ask me anything, where you can ask me anything about Follow Boss, Mojo, Ylopo, Calendly, MailChimp, any of the different tech solutions that we offer here at Century 21 Masters. All right, but without further ado, let's go ahead and dive right into it. Let's go to Calendly. This is Calendly. This is what it looks like. If you want to go find it for yourself, it's www.calendly.com. I'll drop that into the chat real quickly so you guys can follow along and pull it up for yourself. And whoops, I'm typing in Russian right now. My bad. And anyways, it's a really straightforward, easy user face, easy to use and set up. Essentially, what's going to happen is you're going to come into Calendly. You're going to create an account for yourself. As soon as you create an account, you'll go here to, for example, your account settings, and you'll be able to go ahead and set up some stuff. One thing is obviously updating, put in your profile picture, pick something nice and beautiful. This is what your clients are going to see on the profile page. Let me just show you real quickly what a profile page looks like. A Calendly link looks like this. So essentially, when they come in, they'll see your name, they'll see your picture, they'll see, for example, whatever message you want to put posted right here, and then they'll be able to choose between different types of appointments and sessions that they can choose from in Calendly. That's what we're going to set up right here. So, for example, you see our welcome message. Welcome to my scheduling page. Please follow the instructions to add an event to my calendar. Or you can say anything like this: looking forward to helping you with your real estate needs. Please, follow the instructions to add an event on my calendar. You can change everything from the language, the default country, so forth and so on, time zone. Obviously, that's pretty straightforward. But some other cool things we can do is we can actually add branding here. So we can add the Century 21 logo. Let's do that real quickly. Come in here, Century 21 logos. Oops, I have a better logo, more recent one. Where is it? I think it's in my desktop. And let's find that. Wait for it. If you guys see it, let me know. Oh man, I had it.
It's the master logo?
Yeah, my master's logo, exactly.
I think I saw it. It's not, it was highlighted in white.
In white.
Right.
Master logo. Bam. Perfect. Good eye. Okay. Here. We just need to, perfect, apply it just like that. And this one might, I think it'll work, but it's in white, but we'll see. We'll see what it looks like. And let's open it up. Let's refresh the page. Let's see if it went ahead and applied the branding. I can't see it. I think it's because I think it's because the logo is white. But update. No, that's fine. Yeah, I think it's because the logo is white that it's not visible right here. Anyways, but that's how you apply it. So in any case, just for future reference, you're going to need a logo that's a different color than white, because the default page is white. But from there, some other things we can do is we can actually come in here and define our Calendly link, our like unique URL. So, I just, straight off the bat, I went for 100K wood, nothing too complicated, but you could come in here, you could make it, Joanna, #1 real estate agent, or Tyrone, top listing agent, whatever you wanted to make the URL. But you could come in here and edit that. Some of the things you can put in like a phone number. This will be the phone number that will kind of work with texting out reminders and so forth if you want to set that up. But anyways, that's kind of like that's the very basic stuff to get started right here. One thing I wanted to show you, since we're over here in the account, and I mean, obviously this is a question for everyone. Everyone wants to know this. What's great about Calendly is it has a free plan. I use the free plan. It does pretty much everything that I needed to do with the free plan. But if you ever need to want to upgrade, there's 2 plans right here. There's the Essentials and the Professional. They're pretty cheap. I mean, it's cheaper than a Netflix subscription, but they'll give you a little bit more customization, give you a little bit more ability to set up multiple event types. So for example, this one is actually pretty useful in create unlimited event types. So for example, here, instead of me having just one option, I could have like 4 options, and the 4 options could be listing appointment, buyer's consultation, intro calls, I don't know, whatever you would want to do, CMA. You could come up with as many different type of options right here, and kind of narrow and make it a little bit more specific for you, so when it pops up on your calendar, you know exactly what it's referring to. Yeah, anyways, this is what pricing looks like. You can find this in the billing section. Let's go a little bit further. Let's go show you guys essentially how we would set this up. So once you're here into Calendly, you'll have the ability to go ahead and create certain event types. And so let's say I want to create a new event type right here that I want to be visible. We'll do it for, you decide, is it one with a group, one-on-one, group? I guess for most of yours, it's going to be one-on-one. And let's call this a listing appointment and in-person meeting. Let's not define that right there. Let's write a little summary, color. What would we say? Let's say during the listing appointment, I'll show you I'll present you exactly what your home could sell for, my plan of action to get your home sold, and a proven marketing plan. A proven marketing plan that gets the job done. Job done. And a proven. Bam. Bam, just like that. And we click next right here.
Okay, stop.
So, and then the other thing we can define, so for example, invitees can schedule, 60 days into the future. I would say probably your best bet is just to keep things, I guess, within reason, is maybe just a month ahead at most. And you put in the duration. This is going to be a listing appointment. So yeah, let's say 30 minutes. That doesn't sound too much. What do you want to offer? How do you want to offer your availability for this event? This one, I mean, you could do it working hours, or you can do it you set custom hours. If your working hours, this is kind of what we would actually define in our availability section. But you could come in here and set custom hours, and you could do, I don't know, let's just make it simple. But we can come in here. Let's go ahead and go to July. Let's do, and you'd be able to set the time. So anytime from maybe, like, let's say 8 p.m., from 9 a.m. to 8 p.m. And let's reset to weekly hours. Well, anyways, you get the point right here. Here is where we can come and edit it. We could edit one by one, but honestly, what's going to be the easiest route is not to do custom hours. It's to set your availability up here. Anyways, I just wanted to demonstrate that you can customize it if you need to, but it's going to be easier to obviously set availability. I'll show you how to set up availability here in a second. And then, well, what you also do is you set, how much kind of forewarning do you want to have, or not forewarning, but like a buffer in between different sessions. So I suggest, for me, I like to have at least minimum 15 to 30 minutes. If it's a listing appointment, I would imagine you're probably going to need maybe an hour, before the event. And so let's see, like that. Go next. Get some other options right here. Okay. Some other things we can do. So in the sign up form, as soon as they register right here, we can get some more additional information. So you can put some additional guests, or we can change it to first name, last name, whatever it is. We can add new questions. Let's say, for example, what's your timeline to sell?
No, Moon, stop it.
Make it a required question. One line. Or we can make it, let's find one line's good enough. And we can reorder the questions just like that. And you can add any other additional questions you might want. Maybe it's, for example, maybe you want additional information, address. What's your home's address? Make this required. One line, apply. Perfect, just like that. We can save and close. All right, perfect. Some other things we can do is we can set up notifications. So it's obviously going to go ahead and send out calendar invites specifically to their email. Some other things we can do is we can turn on text reminders. This is going to be a paid feature, though. We have to update to professional for that. And we can do additional email follow-up and reminders as well. It's also going to be a paid feature. The calendar invite, it will send out one calendar invite as a reminder at the beginning. It won't, but if you want to send multiple, if you want to send 2 or 3 in preparation for the actual the listing appointment or event, then you'd have to schedule up, or not schedule up, but you'd have to upgrade your account. Save and close right there. Show the confirmation page, and you can redirect it to an external site if you'd like. Yeah, it's also kind of pretty straightforward what it looks like. You won't need this, but perhaps I don't know, perhaps you might, but there's also a way to collect payments and signing up for an event. Don't really see any use cases for that in terms of real estate. But as soon as we're done with that, what we can do is we can go to back, and we should be able to see it here in our options. Oops, let's go to home actually. And it should pop up right here. I'm going to turn it on. Actually, what I need to do is I need to turn this one off to turn this one on. And now I'll show you what it looks like. Perfect. So let's go over here to our, let's refresh my Calendly link. And bam, this is what it's going to look like. Listing appointment, come in here, see exactly those questions that we discussed. I pick a time. Let's make it Los Angeles. And that's another thing that Calendly is smart. So it will read the time zone that the person is from, and it will go ahead and already put the calendar in their time zone. So, for example, if Caesar was logging in from Miami, it would log it in East Coast. If I don't know, Jesse from Los Angeles was logging in, it would go ahead and put it in Pacific, and bam, can go ahead and see. All right, July 13th. Okay, we can schedule it for 11 a.m. Next, put in the name, Hunter Testovich. Hunter at themachine.com. And what's your home address? Sure. Corona, California. Now, interested to see what my home is worth. And schedule that event. What happens is it goes ahead and confirms, gives me that confirm page. This is going to show up in my mail inbox. Someone just scheduled an appointment with me. Show up basically like with, I hear the sound right there. Bam, there it is. Calendly. Yep. Hunter Testovich, new event. It's already put onto my calendar. Let's go look at that. Where is my calendar? There it is, perfect. And let's go look at July 13th. Here it is, July 13th. And bam, listing, whoop, not there. Hunter Testovich and Hunter Kaywood. Bam, just like that. Listing appointment. Everything's straightforward right there. I got all their contact information, and it's super straightforward, super easy to use. Some other things real quickly, let's just to make things a little bit more clear. Let's go back here. I'm just gonna make sure that I put this back the way it needs to be. And let's turn this on. But so for example, availability. Okay, so that's going to be super important for you. And what's great about this is what you're going to do is you're going to essentially, when you create a Calendly account, you're going to integrate it with your mailbox, whether it's Gmail or whether it's Office 365. And so it's going to be able to it's going to be smart enough to see your availability already on your calendar and like mark out the areas or meetings that you already have and put those times as unavailable. But like, so for example, if you generally wanted to come in here and you basically put in your working hours, okay, this is what it would look like. You would come in here. Let's click on working hours, default schedule. And it's let me just move on to July, so it's up here at the top. But basically what I can do is I can come in here, I can do edit all Mondays, and I can make it 8 p.m. and then it would update all Mondays, and I would just go do this for each week or for each day of the week. And if I want to do Friday and Saturday, I could add it as well. 8 p.m. Apply. Bam, just like that. You see it's updating everything. Well, I just updated that single date, but let's do Saturday. Edit all Saturdays. And 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Bam, just like that. And now it's available. And so that's what's going to be, that's how you're going to make a general availability visible for yourself. Let's edit all Saturdays real quick. And apply. Just go back. I'll come back in here later. But so speaking of those integrations, to make sure that everything connects as it should with your mailbox with Office 365 or Gmail, you'll come over here into the integration section. And some cool things is, I mean, there's some different integrations. Generally, I think that the ones that are most important are really just Calendly for Outlook and Calendly for Gmail. Where's Gmail? Should be down here somewhere. But Google Calendar right there. And so what this looks like to set it up, you come in here and click on it. And you can download it as an app, get it now, just like that, to have that integration that in an app format. Other cool stuff is, I mean, so for example, it also has an Android app for you as well if you want to use iPhone app for Calendly. So all that's right here, right there. Yeah, I think that's kind of pretty much it in terms of the demo of kind of how it works. Like I said, it's a pretty straightforward platform. It's not overly complicated, easy to set up. All you really have to do is just set up an account and you're already ready to go. Calendar connections. This is what I'm talking about. This is how you're going to connect it to your calendar. So this is where you come in and we'd connect it, for example. See, I need multiple plants, but you just come in here. It's going to ask you to connect it with either Office 365 or Google, and you choose one of the others. You type in your password, it connects it, and you share permissions, and you're rocking and rolling. All right, so what does this mean for, like, how can we use this in our real estate business? How can I use this within Follow Up Boss? Well, it's pretty straightforward, pretty easy. Let's grab that link, so that custom link that I have. I actually have it saved as a favorite right here at the top. Copy that. Let's go into Follow Up Boss real quickly. And let's just talk about a couple ways. So for example, one thing I find, I do this more. I use my Calendly obviously more with agents as opposed to working with clients, just because I have a free account. But if I was going to pay for it and if I was going to be doing listing appointments or buyer's consultations myself, then it would make sense for me to essentially start texting out my link to clients. But let's look at an example. I'll pick on someone. Let me see if I can pick on myself actually. 100K would Follow Up Boss. Bam. I'm going to add another number right here so I can text that number. And bam. Okay, so let's say imagine I'm having a conversation back and forth, and I want to, at some point in time, text this out to my client. Well, hey, great, let's go ahead and set up a listing appointment. I can just paste that in the link, send it out, send text just like that. Other ways I can make this easy is because maybe you're not gonna want to go and copy and paste your Calendly link all the time. We can go in here into the admin section, and I can make a text template. So my Calendly link, and just type it in right here. Bam. So the next time that I go to a client and want to text my link, I can just go right here and find that template and my Calendly link, and bam, it's right there. Super quick way to implement it right there. Some other things in the same way we can add this to our signature. So we go here to my settings, go to my signature. My signature is not ideal for this because it's a picture. But let's say, for example, I wanted to write a new, what's it called? A new signature. Could do it pretty easy right here. 100K would head of inside sales, Hunter at services.com, book an appointment with me. And I could hyperlink this, and bam, there's my signature now. So another great way to get people, when you're obviously engaging them with them via email, to get them into a point where they scroll down, they see your signature. Oh, I can book an appointment with them. Cool, I'll go ahead and click on that appointment, and so forth. Pretty straightforward. Let's preview it. Straightforward, that's what it would look like. You can make it more beautiful, you can make it more sexy. This is just an example. So let's go back here. Some other ways we can implement this. Let's say we want to make an email template that we want to send out to our clients. I've, believe it or not, already created one for us to look at. So let's go here to, oops, I know where it's at. I'll show you my example. My email templates, and I think I have it under listing appointment, or what did I save it under? Let's see. Update on your home value. Seller schedule. PM appointments. No, that's not it. Dang, I don't know where I put that. Okay, I can create a new one. It's not a big deal. Schedule your list of an appointment. Come in here, give it a subject name, give it a template name. Go ahead, hey, blank, make sure to use your merge field so you can personalize the email for yourself. Contact first name, put a comma after it. Hey, just wanted to check in to see if you're still looking to sell this year. I would be happy to meet and show you your options, show you your options. In fact, if you'd like, you can schedule a listing appointment with me here. And bam. Let's hyperlink this. Click there, hyperlink. Whoops. I need that Calendly link again real quick. Let's go back to that tab, grab my Calendly link, copy, bring it back to Follow Up Boss, insert it right here, insert link, bam, all the best, and click Save. So another example how we can use this, and let's just send this out. Let's go to Hunter Testovich. 2 people in trash. Let's take Hunter Testovich the second. Check him out real quick. All right. Send him an email from here. Take that template. Schedule your listing appointment. Bam. Plug it in right there, just like that. And good to go. Send it out just like that. Lots of different ways essentially we can use this link and put it into kind of our marketing campaigns to make it a lot quicker and make it a lot easier for our clients to schedule with us. What's really cool, guys, what's really important, and you should think about this in terms of your business, the easier you make it for your client to work with you, the easier it's going to be for you to get more contracts. We talk about a lot of transformative technologies and platforms that have have been successful and have become like super valuable. If we're talking about the computer, if we're talking about the iPhone, we're talking about different apps and so forth. I guess the key strain in all these successful businesses that you see is they make life easier. They make the business process easier. And so Yeah, I mean, like for example, there used to be Blockbuster, and now there's Netflix. And what was the big difference? What was the big difference, and why Netflix was successful and Blockbuster ceased to be successful? It's because working with Netflix, getting the product that you want became so much easier than as opposed to working with going to a store, driving out, finding the a limited set of films that you could look at or watch. And so, anyways, what I'm saying is like we should kind of take the same approach to our business as real estate. We should try to find these technologies, and I think Calendly is one of them that makes it easier and simpler to work with us. And so I would just recommend trying to find different ways to implement this and to drop those links into the different conversations that you're having. I think that what I showed you with the email signature, text template, and email template, those are going to be probably the primary ways that you're going to send out these links and get your clients to book appointments with you digitally. So I mean, I think I've shown you kind of pretty much everything that there is there. I think we can move into the section of today's conversation or today's course, talking about questions and answers. Do you guys have any questions about Calendly? Any questions about Follow Boss or anything in between?
Hunter, this is Vianney. I have a question. You know how sometimes there are some phone numbers that you use for kind of tracking purposes as well as collecting info? Where would you select your actual phone number versus that number? Where would you put those two different numbers? Which one goes where?
Oh, what do you mean exactly? What kind of phone numbers to track?
You know how sometimes you may go ahead and in certain documents you select a specific number, but what that number does, it connects everything to you, but it kind of tracks the steps and it collects the information too. So that could automatically go to your basically system, and you have that contact now as one of your contacts that you may not had before. And then you got to be able to go ahead and obviously that phone comes to you. But that's one number, but your number is a different number. So which one would you select where? Or put where?
You're talking about like your between your Follow Boss number and your real number, right?
I don't have a different number in Follow Up Bus, but there is another number I'm looking at to kind of put in different for marketing purposes and collecting that data. So I can actually, let's say if you're in Facebook ad, there is a specific number, but as they click on it, that collects some info, and then you will be able to get the call directly to your number. That's kind of what I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, there are, I mean, I guess there are some use cases for that. But I mean, personally, I think it's simpler just to, but tell me this, like when you're getting this data, well, no, obviously they're calling you directly. I don't really, honestly, I don't know what to tell you. Like I think it's up to you what you want to do. I don't think there's any one way. I think that for your signature, email signature, I would suggest using your Follow Boss number because anyone who calls you is going to
not so much of the email signature, but you know how you have integrated these two together as far as like booking an appointment. Let's say in order for them to book an appointment, they went ahead and clicked that, and you had another phone number there. That was you had to put in phone numbers over there too. So that's where I'm kind of talking about. So not only in the email component, but as you're integrating in this other system with it as part of your calendar.
You're meaning but I mean like your phone number doesn't really come into play in this calendar in the Calendly. Like if anything, it's just going to you can just there's an automated phone number that can send text messages to just remind the person that this event is coming up. I don't think this is really I don't think it's really relevant for Calendly specifically.
Okay, but in the email, obviously, it's relevant.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Ruth, I see you had a question. Hunter, will you please troubleshoot my templates? I received a message that something went wrong. I'm unable to use my template/signature.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
whenever I try to send a text message and I go to template, it won't allow me. It just sends me a message. Oops, something went wrong. So I can't. I'm unable to use my templates right now.
If you just write out your own text message, does it work?
Yes, I have to manually do it. Well, type it in myself.
So it works. Okay, so it's not the phone. Honestly, that sounds like a problem that Follow Boss support would have to handle, because it sounds like it's a technical issue.
Okay.
So what I would do, Ruth, is go over here to the bottom right corner in your Follow
Okay.
Boss, go to Help,
Okay.
and give me 1 second.
Where do I go? Oh, the question mark?
Yeah, go to that question mark. Sorry, I was getting a phone call from a client. I had to block it. Yeah, so you're gonna go here and go to contact support right here.
I don't have that.
You don't have that option.
Oh, there it is. Oh, okay.
Yeah, and
Okay.
just send a yeah, just send a message through
Okay.
here, just detailing what's happening, and they'll be able to get to you pretty quick. Like I said, it's a technical. It sounds like it's a technical issue. It sounds like
Okay.
they have a bug on their side, so they're the only ones who would be able to troubleshoot it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I have a question, Hunter.
Yep.
So when I'm doing my calls for prospecting with Mojo and I get a call back just like you did, is there a way they can show me the name of the number? Because all it does is tells me the number, and sometimes I call different areas. So I don't want to sound, kind of like unprofessional, like where area are you from again? Or, something like that. Or do you think gonna do anything to help us as agents to just let us know the name that
Yeah.
matches the number?
Yeah. So unfortunately, Follow Boss cannot read the caller ID of who's calling you unless they're in Follow Boss. So one way you can get
Okay.
around this, one way you can get around this, Joanna,
Yes.
is you can take those leads from Mojo. If it's super important for you, if it's making you really uncomfortable, you can go to Mojo and you can export any of these lists, okay? And export them and then import them into Follow Boss. And then when they call you again, it'll be clear where they're calling from, and you'll have all that contact information. Let's just show you real quickly what this would look like. You go to data and dialer. Let's say you have created a calling list over here in the middle. Let's do Mountain House Drive, for example. And let's see. Can't remember how we export. Right here.
The import file there? No.
No, it's not import. Give me 1 second. I gotta remind myself how to do this. Okay. 1 second.
Will I do select all and export
Yeah, but I'm not seeing the option. Is
on the very bottom?
there it is.
Oh.
Perfect. Yeah, I couldn't see that. My screen is like cutting out half of it for me. Oh yeah, just like that.
Okay, that's what I'll
Select
do.
all. You would just export it, Once you export it here, it's going to give you a file, and then you go import it into Follow Up Boss on the admin section. Admin, import. One thing you might want to do, though, is when you import that file, make sure to go ahead and maybe tag them based off the location. So it'll be easier for you to make a list later. Also, you can tag them so that they'll all get YLOPO links if they have a good email. The tag you're going to need, and I'll drop that real quickly in the chat. Where's the tags page? It's going to be this tag right here. And that's going to make sure that they automatically get added YLOPO links for yourself.
Okay.
It'll save you some time.
Yeah, and I think I'm gonna schedule something for the YLOPO because I couldn't. I got lost.
Okay, no problem. No problem.
Thank you.
Yep. Any other questions, guys?
Yeah, Hunter, real quick on Follow Up Boss. Under the on the right, I'm sorry, on the left-hand side there, when you open up Follow Up Boss, there's some choices on the left-hand side where you can add different informations about your contact. How do I add several other categories to that list?
So you're talking about
Yeah, right down there where it says like social profile or under custom fields. If I want to add
fields.
something in there, how do I add something in there?
Yeah, there's just a limited amount of things.
I see.
Yeah. Is there something specifically that you want to be added?
Yes. What I want
What is
to add
that?
in there for me is I want to add 4 more choices per each client, which is the personality styles: analytical, driver, amiable, or expressive. So once I identify what they are, I want to be able to check it and have it come up, you know, to remind me of
Yeah.
the person when I see it.
What I would suggest you do is just come in here to background and type it in
Just
right
type
here.
it in right there. Wow.
Expressive. And
Got it.
yeah, that's the only kind of that's the only solution we have right
That's
now.
the only okay. All right. Now I'll do that. Cool. Thank you.
Yep. All right, guys. It looks like we're almost out of time. Is there any last questions? Any more cries of outrage? Anything else that you guys need? Anything I can help with? All right. In any case, guys, I mean, in the spirit of Calendly, let me drop you my Calendly link into the chat, just in case you guys need to schedule an onboarding, need to schedule any type of meeting in terms of getting help with Follow Up Boss or YLOPO. I'll drop that in the chat for you guys, and you guys can follow the steps from there. But yeah, hope today was helpful. Hope some of you guys will go ahead and start using Calendly to help you set some appointments a little bit quicker, a little bit faster. We'll be here same time next week. And until then, I hope you guys have a wonderful day, a wonderful weekend, and talk again soon, okay?